Well, it is Wednesday and it is also Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to my fellow veterans. And courts are closed today, but we had an opportunity to get a lot of work done in the office, to also see some clients in the office in Morristown. So a very, very productive day here at our law firm in New Jersey. With that said, put out a blog article regarding common crimes that occur with students home for break. And the holiday season is quickly approaching and I'm waiting for the holiday music to start on the radio. I'm dating myself, but on the radio, I don't listen to it. I'm not a big fan of holiday music. I don't know if that makes me a hater or not, but I the holiday season is coming up. I put out a blog article, as always, on common crimes that we see from students both in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. These crimes aren't usually that serious, but when you're in school, even if you're not in school, if you're a young person, any type of criminal allegation can seriously hinder your ability to find employment, often maintain a job, and I've even seen situations where people have been removed from school because of a criminal issue, which is causing them to miss classes and causing them to drop out. So it can create some ramifications down the road, even after the holidays are done. And we're hoping to help people avoid that. So, with that said, the article highlights some common crimes that we see. Some of them are traffic, things like reckless driving, careless driving. Some were serious, like drunk driving. Unfortunately, both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, I always give my advice if you are stopped for suspicion of DUI in Pennsylvania or DUI in New Jersey, do not refuse the chemical test. It'll never help your criminal case. Some of the charges have to do with drug charges. Now, remember that in some states, things like marijuana are legal. Like in New Jersey, recreational marijuana is legal. In Pennsylvania, it is not legal. But in most states, including New Jersey, if you have marijuana in the car, that is still a crime and it could result in you losing your driver's license or your ability to drive in the state of New Jersey, even if you're not a licensed driver within the state. A lot of states have similar charges like that, including you can also be charged with driving under the influence or driving while impaired. If they find marijuana in the car. Further, it's a situation where you're going to have a criminal allegation possibly for possession of marijuana, and if there's enough of it, you're looking at a possible distribution charge, which is a felony charge in virtually every state. Now, distribution charge is more involved. It's not just the weight of what's involved, it's also other circumstantial evidence that the police find. But nevertheless, it's a charge that we see sometimes. We usually see possession, not usually distribution. But we have seen distribution charges in the case of parties. Kids have parties when they're home from break and often want to reconnect with friends. Further, with regards to reconnecting with friends, a lot of parents want to host parties. I've done articles on social host liability, both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. I will try to link in those articles with this blog, with this vlog. And it's a good article to review just in case you plan on having something. Remember, if you're serving alcohol, especially in a situation where you're serving alcohol to minors, first of all, you shouldn't be doing that. That creates a whole bunch of problems. In addition, however, you are potentially on the hook civilly if someone, God forbid, gets hurt. That is not limited to bars like dram shop liability. It also goes out to people who have social guests at their house. So keep that in the back of your mind. Finally, with regards to guns, most students that we see aren't carrying guns. They don't have that issue, but remember that New Jersey has mandatory minimum sentencing when it comes to illegal possession of firearms. And the definition of illegal possession is that you have a gun in your possession outside of your home or place of business and do not have a permit to carry. Now, permits to carry are a lot easier to get in the Garden State, but you still have to go through a process. Pennsylvania, it's easier to get a permit to carry, but nevertheless, you still need a process to get a permit to carry. If you are traveling with a handgun in your vehicle and you don't have a permit to carry, the right way to do it is to put it in your vehicle in a lockbox, keep the ammunition separate. So these are all issues that we possibly could see. Not so much with the firearms, but again, common issues. I'm going to link in the blog article here. If you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website gambonelaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All my books, my blogs, my videos are available there in one convenient format. If your student is arrested and if it's a situation where they're in custody and they're calling you, you want to call an attorney as soon as possible. Bail can be an issue regardless of the fact that a person has no prior criminal history. You don't assume that bail is not going to be an issue. Call a criminal lawyer, get them on the phone, have them take you through the process. New Jersey and Pennsylvania have very different processes with regards to bail. Remember, New Jersey is a cashless bail system. Pennsylvania still has the cash system, but the factors that determine bail are usually the same in both states. Once again, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great Tuesday. Again, happy Veterans Day to my fellow veterans, and I'll talk to you all very soon.